Hey there, fellow Maroons! I'm going to be doing something a little bit different in this Speedpaint, and I'm going to be talking over it instead of the usual music in the background. So if you don't feel like listening to me ramble on about some stuff, feel free to turn off the sound and play some of your own music if you'd like. No hard feelings. For those of you who are still here, and who may not have read through the description in my last map video, you may be wondering where I've been. No videos, no map parts, no streams, what gives? Well, I have some bad news. Unfortunately, I won't be participating in maps on YouTube anymore. This wasn't an easy decision, and it's something that still makes me a bit sad, but I've just come to the point in my life that I'm not able to continue with them. I'm trying to do more art that is unrelated to Warriors to try and branch out and kind of gain back some of that creativity that I feel like I've lost over the years. That kind of happens when you do fan art for 3 years in a row and not really anything else. I'll go into a bit more detail towards the end of the video, but what the Speedpaint video and illustration that you're watching here is to just say a big thank you to everyone who supported me in the Warriors community over the past couple years. And also to thank so many people who have motivated and inspired me. If I had the time and energy, this picture would be never-ending and extend to every single person I could think of who subscribed to me on my channel and who's helped me grow as an artist. Being someone who grew up in a small town with not too many people who were into the same things I was, let alone even just interested in art, it was so amazing to be able to experience this book series from my childhood with so many wonderful people in this community that Warriors has built, well, not Warriors, but what we've all built online. I remember back in the day seeing Alley Cat's AMVs and Nifty's animations on the books. I was filled with so much determination of, I want to be like them one day. I always wanted so badly to be friends with people in the Warriors community, but I didn't feel I was worthy enough to talk to people online back then. After high school, I got interested in animation and went to college to study it. As I was in college, I saw this map community on YouTube start to just grow and come up with so many great ideas, and I wanted to be a part of it so badly. And I was just stuck in studies, and I just knew that I wouldn't have the time to do it while I was at school. I also didn't feel like I was ready yet, even though the Warriors community was always so accepting of beginner artists. It was such a huge honor to be let into my first few map parts that got me started back in the day. If it wasn't for those, I don't know if I would have continued with it or been that interested in it at all. But after college, I put as much time and energy into maps as I could, while still trying to focus on my career and my relationship. Doing maps helped my animation grow, and with every new animation I felt I was learning something new and experimenting with things I never would have on my own. I had a blast streaming and talking with other fans of Warriors and other artists, and it really made me feel like I belonged to the community. Knowing that there were people out there that I was also inspiring was a big reason that I enjoyed what I did. But sadly, all great things must come to an end to make room for new and amazing things. With the last few map parts that I did, I just found I didn't have as much of the heart to do them as I did in the past. I still loved working on them, but I was getting so burnt out from my job and doing map parts on top of it. At the end of the day, all I wanted to do was spend time relaxing on the couch with my fiancé. Planning our wedding and getting ready for the big steps we had ahead of us really got me thinking about where I wanted to be spending my time. As much as I still loved animating map parts, I realized I wanted to have more freedom to explore different animation, different art, as well as take time to improve my art in areas that I noticed that were beginning to kind of slack. So, I made the decision that, no matter how much I wanted to, I had to stop doing maps and step away from Warriors. One of the things that made me want to step away from Warriors altogether is that I didn't have the time, or more so the interest, in reading any of the new books. So I felt like I was falling behind, kind of getting out of the loop, but also kind of growing out of the series. Like most things in life, you hope they'll grow up with you, but in the end, it's not written for me, and even though the stories were growing stale for me, it was nice to see people were still so invested in it. Again, I can't thank you guys enough for all the support that I've gotten while I've been working on my map parts. I may not be doing much more Warriors related stuff anymore. I hope there's still some of you out there that'll stick around, but if that doesn't interest you, I understand. I probably won't be posting too often on YouTube anymore. I do have a couple videos in mind that I still want to do, like going and critiquing my old map parts, but most of this channel will be for like finished animations and maybe some tutorials or other things here and there. If you want to follow my art, you can find me on DeviantArt, where I'll be posting big finished pieces like the one you're seeing now, and as well as Instagram, where I'll most likely be posting just sketches, studies, and animation tests that I might do. You can find those links in the description. So, I hope you guys understand, and I hope my videos still help inspire new animators out there. And one last time, just thank you guys for everything.